Today on Nothing Unsaid, I wanted to share just a little story, and Amber's really the one to tell the story because I really don't remember that much about it, but today's a great day, isn't it?
Yeah, today is a special day with a huge accomplishment.
Yes, and you did it.
I did. So this is probably, I guess we were at April Market maybe.
I don't even remember. I thought we were at Harvey's having lunch, but I don't know.
No, this has been a couple of markets ago. I think
Okay.
it was April Market last year. Not COVID April, but
No.
before that, Lisa and I were headed on our way back home, and we stopped at this little restaurant. Who knows where? I don't even remember where exactly we were, but it was this great little place, and her and I just began having a conversation about finances.
Yeah.
And I just was sharing with her some of the things that I was struggling with, and it really was just a lighthearted conversation about ways to kind of help alleviate some financial stress.
Yeah.
And she always, and I think all the years that you've mentored me, I feel like your goal has always been to see me do my very best. And so whether that's like in my career here, whether that's in my family life, whether that's with my relationship with God, and even in my finances, she just wants me to be able to do my very best. And so she's like, I just don't want to see you have financial burden. And so we discussed that, and I really took that conversation to heart. And one of the things I remember you sharing with me was just about taking those debts or bills that are the smallest in number or highest in interest and being able to pay those off first. And so I just took that information and something just aligned. You know, when you're having a conversation with somebody and there's just something, like whether it's advice or whether it's a word of encouragement, there's something that just clicks. And for me that day, something clicked.
You know, I've been to the Jim Hawkins School of Finance, and I'm not a very good student or graduate, but just hearing, you know, the way that Jim has always done things, delayed gratification, you know, don't be buying a bunch of stuff that you can't afford. You know, the big thing with him, if you charge something, you got to pay it off every month. And that's a big thing with him because credit card debt is the most expensive debt. And so I guess when you were just talking about that and so that you could feel a sense of accomplishment, I really didn't even think about that really being that big of a deal, or I don't even, like I say, remember the conversation, but you remembered it.
I do. And so what I did is I came back after that market and really aggressively tackled some of those it was like low-lying fruit. It was just like areas where I saw, well, if I paid minimum payments on these other bills or other, you know, debt bills, not like utilities or rent or stuff like that, but just debt bills, and focused more of the money on where I could pay down, or if I had any extra money or bonus money, I was putting it towards that lower bill and paying it off like really quick. So when I paid off the first thing, there was such a sense of accomplishment by doing that, and such an alleviated like relief that I was ready to tackle the next one. And so I did that. And so over the last, you know, year, I had paid 3 of those off, and I just was amazed at what that did. And it
gave you freedom.
It gave me freedom. And the main thing was I had it in my mind that I could not afford to have a new car because number one, I really only like to have one car payment, but number two, I just didn't feel like it was in the budget. But then all of a sudden when I started paying these debts off, I realized, oh my gosh, like what was I thinking? Like if I can pull the money out of this area because I paid those things off, then it can go to a car. And so today, I have a new car.
Yeah, she does, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's
beautiful.
Super exciting, and it's been a journey because my car, you know, like I'm of the notion to just like drive it until the wheels fall off, and
they just about did.
They just about did.
Because you were still had to push you off this morning in your old car.
Yes.
So It wasn't a want, it was a real need.
It really was. And I was just sharing with Lisa today that, she inspired me a little over a year ago. And if it wasn't for that conversation, I wouldn't be in a new car today. I would still be of the same mindset. So it's really just a perspective change sometimes, whether it doesn't have to just be with finances, like it can be about your health and the way you're eating. Sometimes you just need to shift your thinking. Sometimes it can be your relationship and the way that you think towards someone. Oftentimes the battle is truly in our mind.
Yes, it is. That is so, so true. So my next challenge for you, are you ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
I think I've told you this before, but this came from the Jim Hawkins School of Finance.
Okay.
Start paying on the principal on your home. Pay a little bit extra on that and get that house paid off. And that is the most freeing, wonderful day when you get your home paid off and you know that it is yours, and you've done that. So if you just pay a little extra on the principal every month, before you know it, you own your own home.
Well, I can't wait to come back and report to you guys about that.
I can't either. That's great.
Yes.
Love you, Amber.
Yes, I love you too.
But you never know when some little conversation that you really didn't give a whole lot of thought to really makes a difference in somebody's life. So, share with your friends and, try to help those that are younger, because this is funny, right? Our ages, the numbers are just kind of backwards.
Or reversed.
36 and 63. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm blessed so much by Amber, you being in my life, and I'm so thankful for you. And I call you my brain that walks outside my body, because you are. So.
Well, it is amazing to get to share this journey. It's amazing to get to share your journey with people that you love, but it's important. It's important who you surround yourself with and the way that they influence you. So it's always an encouragement to surround yourself with people that are positive influences, that there are people that are not necessarily just older than you, but maybe their wisdom or knowledge or expertise in something is maybe at a higher level. And then also people under you, so that you're pouring into others as well. I think that's so important.
Right. Because you are going to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
That's right.
So choose those 5 carefully.
That's right.
So hope that's helped somebody along the way, and you can tell us your stories too. We would love to share things that have helped others, because that's what we're all about. You want to leave nothing unsaid.